But just they got Uluru Segway tours. Good morning, by the way. Good morning, missus.
Good morning, mister.
We've just gone through the checkpoint at Uluru, heading, and we got the permits all done. So you need a couple of permits to go from Yulara to Docker River. Central Land Council to get from Yulara to Docker River. That's the NT side, and the WA side, it's
Aboriginal Affairs.
Aboriginal Affairs. So you need to get from Docker River, cross the border to Laverton. So free. Both permits are free, but you need the permit to get through. Because this is over here. This is what we're looking at. So to get on here and
not pay.
Yeah, you need to have that permit to say you're transiting through. So there's a turn off up here. That'll take us towards WA to first night's Docker River. So there's a campground, free campground about 5 k's out of the. It's a roadhouse, so it's not even a town, but a store maybe. Then we got a couple of stops, just free camping on the way till we get to Laverton, and then we sort of head a bit northwest, sorry, and end up at Leinster before we hit Geraldton, and then we're going to get a bit more work done on the van. We've got to get a new motherboard for the fridge. So yeah, it's been good. Just turn this UHF off. Bit of chat going on. So it's been good. Yeah, got a few jobs done yesterday. I had one more night in Uluru. We were supposed to hit the Great Central Road yesterday, but we had a bit of damage to attend to. So someone pulled away from the caravan with the back light plugs still plugged in. So
That's a while ago.
But I botched it up, and the dirt road on that Marini loop from Alice Springs to Hermersburg down to Kings Canyon, tested it out. So yep, good as gold. It's working good as gold now. Touching wood, because we haven't hit the dirt road yet, but we'll show you that. Great Central Road.
I think Bob's a bit excited.
We're excited, yes.
No, I'm not excited. You're excited. Don't like dirt roads.
Be no people in dirt. Sue loves it.
That's great.
Righto, we'll show you that. There it is, WA border. Righto. This is our right turn, Clyde. WA border. And we've got the tyre pressures down. I've got cold, got 25 in the van and front, and 30 in the rear car. Just because of the weight, so. Righto, here we go.
Let me be right by your side, cause I know that this is right. Don't be shy, just get to know me. We can take this somewhere else. You and me can find ourselves. Stop pretending we are lonely. I can't call your bluff, cause I know that this is love. Can't pretend that you don't feel it. Be that thing that you missed. I know you can't resist. Let me make your life easy. I wanna be your company. I wanna be your company. I wanna be your company. Think of the things we do. If it was only me and you.
Let's see if we see Lassiter's Reef. The gold that he thought he discovered but never could find again after he'd gone back there to get a crew to get it out and died here. 1897, right next to a river and couldn't get water. Oh, love. So we're just going to find it now. Yeah. So this is the actual cave that Lassiter sheltered in after his camels bolted about 15 k's from here. And he tried to make it to Mount Olga, but through starvation, even though he's assisted by some Aborigines, he ended up dying of starvation. So this is where he was. Nice and cool. The riverbed's right there, and he couldn't get water. Don't want to put the mockers on it, missus, but we've come 130 k's out of about 180 since the turn off, and it's been absolutely magnificent. Fantastic job, NT Road crew who look after this Yalara to Docker River. It has been brilliant. Sitting on 90, between 90 and 100 the whole way. This is what we're looking at. It is really smooth.
It is.
So we've been very lucky. We just bumped into a couple who were at Lassiter's Cave, and they said the other side is supposed to be worse. But anyway.
Depends who you speak to.
Yeah, it depends who you speak to. So I just pulled up the Docker River campground. So it's about a couple of K past the Docker River community. And there's little huts here. We're not too sure what they are. But yeah.
They've got like campsite number 2 and
this was actually a proper campsite. For campers only, do not use toilets.
Please take your rubbish with you.
No water
available. Right.
So maybe they were toilets.
At one point, yeah.
Please take your rubbish with you.
Where's you gonna go?
Oh, yeah, that looks good, doesn't it?
Mm.
Right away from them too. There you go. That might have been a toilet there at one time.
Campfire.
Yeah. This is us, number 3. Look at that. They were cabins, I reckon.
Yeah, could have been because they've got fires.
Yeah.
They look pretty new.
They do, don't they?
Got solar. Cabin number 5, please.
Right, we just did Camp Docker River and
Snacking on.
snacking, have you? But this is our pizza prep here. So we've got salami, ham, onion, capsicum, and some sun-dried tomatoes. Only small pizza bases, so the plan will be to, once we've got all the ingredients, is to put them on top of the base and then upside down the camp oven on this grill plate here, and we'll cook them on the lid of the camp oven. That's the plan, so we'll see how we go. Righto, so we've got the coals there. Pizza's done, 2 out of the 4. I'll put them on the lid and then put the top on, and that'll create the oven. I might get the oven a bit hot now. There it is. First pizza's on. Well, I can hear it sizzling away. I'll get the oven lid on. And there we are. Pizza in the camp oven. Straight in for the missus. She's going to get a bit of this one.
It all down, and then when I went back to Adelaide, this girl did it again. So I'm like, this is great. So I'm just taking the colours that they've done with me, and hopefully wherever I go.
Taste test time. Number 3 in the oven. And missus is about to sit down and eat number 2. Because I polished off number 1 very quickly.
I get number 2.
You got number 2. So it's even better than number 1 was.
Looks good. Yeah. Very good.
Hey. Tastes good. Beautiful. Right, one more left and then we're going to do the rest. We'll put the rest of the stuff in an omelette. And as the sun's setting in the west tonight, it's setting in the west this time. That's where we're heading. Camp oven, last pizza's in. 3rd pizza, 2nd pizza. And then we're finishing off with a omelette with all the gear left over from the pizzas. But yeah, really good. Turned out all right. Well, good afternoon from the Roadhouse. We've just pulled up for the night here, about an hour west of Docker River. We had a night at Docker River last night and had pizzas. And tonight it's lamb ragu. So we've just got the fire going. You can see in the background there, just getting some coals. And it was a funny thing, we just met a bloke from Maryborough. He said he was from Harvey Bay, but he actually was at Maryborough. So he went to high school at Maryborough High and left and graduated in 2019. So young Nathaniel. So small world. His family run the Roadhouse out here, so it's well stocked. There's power, there's water, and yeah, good facilities as well. So yeah, maybe 2-nighter. We'll see how we go. But in the interim, got the fire going, getting some coals, and camp oven's ready there, and we've got the meat defrosting between the windscreen and the sun visor, because there was a late change of plan for food. And the boss, she's getting some veggies ready, I think. How we going, the veggies, love? What do you got?
I got a cup of tea and a carrot for you.
Ah, a bit of breakfast and lunch all to one.
Dip your
Thank
carrot
you.
in tea.
Dip your carrot in your tea. Beautiful. Righto. So there we go. We'll bring you a lamb ragu. We'll wait for these coals to burn down. So, chops are in. So we've got a mixture of marinated. So I'm just going to throw. They're not quite defrosted, so we're going to put them on, just on the edge to get them defrosted. And a bit of garlic, a bit of pepper, a bit of salt. And everything's a perfect measure out. Hey. Alright, a bit of oil. We'll get the lid back on top. Flies out. You wouldn't want to be hanging around there. Oh no. I'll just sit him beside here just to get some heat, defrost him, start the process. Not too bad, is it, Mrs? Mrs has got internet, so she's very happy. I'll be very happy too. I have to upload things. But yeah, look at that. The oven is on. Didn't tell you, but what's supposed to happen tomorrow, Mrs?
Rain.
And just looking up there, it's just got cloudy. We're in the middle of Australia.
Not really rain, but showers.
Showers.
Have a little look, because they've moved down the coast now. Where we were up the road was...
Docker River was supposed to cop it, but anyway, that'll be interesting.
This is a good one where we are. Oh, holy. Naganyata Jara. Giles.
Giles, that'll do.
I do Giles. Today,
what's the percentage? That's what we want to know.
80% of 5 to 10.
80% of 5 to 10, so we might even get a little bit.
The maximum is 19. So it's going to be warm tonight, 13, but 19.
Tomorrow. We shall see.
Real.
Well, hello from the Great Central Road. Again, day 2 or 3.
3, really?
We just stayed at the Warrakurna Roadhouse last night. Met a bloke from Maryborough, young Nathaniel. He graduated 2019 from Maryborough High. Have some mutual connections, so fancy meeting someone from Maryborough all the way out here, love. And we're now going to the Roadhouse. Which Roadhouse?
Warburton. Or Warburton.
Warburton Roadhouse. But it's road, absolutely brilliant. We've except when you get big trucks coming along, throwing a bit of dust like this, buddy. We got the dust flap open too. Excellent.
That's all right, it passed pretty quick.
Yeah, that's good. But this is it. This is what we're looking at. And we're sitting on 100. So, yeah, well done, road crew. When you get going, you can't even feel the little bumps. So. A bit cloudy. A cloudy today.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, nice. Look at that. Better than some of the highways we're on. Bruce Highway.
And the one in South Australia that's
Oh yeah.
coming into Adelaide.
missus, aren't we? Just thought I'd just give everybody a bit of a 360 to show you what the compound looks like. But you got running water and you got power. $15 a night. 15 bucks each night. Yeah. So yeah, and there's even green grass here. But there's a lot of dongers, so I think these are road crew and things that stay here. But yeah, nah, it's good. It's good. So we're halfway between Alice Springs and Laverton, in the just across the WA border. So the Roadhouse is over the back there. $3.40 a litre is what we're going to pay today to top up. I had a jerry can with $1.95 a litre in it, so I put that in so to minimise the damage. But there you go, Warburton Roadhouse. I can't say good morning because we got away at the crack of noon from the Warburton Roadhouse, so which is halfway between Alice and Laverton. And the next roadhouse is about 3 hours away. It's called the Tjuta.
Yeah, I can't.
Something like that. We've got no deception, but Tjuta. So it's about 280 k's. But we're on Bitumen Road. But we're noticing as we get closer to the west coast, because they've had some rain here, that the wildflowers are starting to look pretty special. Just yellows and purples, like whole lavender fields. And on top of the red dirt looks pretty special. So we'll get some footage of that. We've just had the highest price we paid for fuel on the trip so far, 15 months, $3.40 a litre at Warburton Roadhouse. It is what it is. So, but yeah, friendly staff, we had a good stay there. And tonight the Chuckarilla Roadhouse, we'll work out which one it is when we get deception.
Definitely get reception.
And we'll have a look there. So, but I'll show you some of these flowers when we get a chance. They're pretty small. They're pretty. And I did mention that between the dirt road, just at the Olgas where we started this Great Central Road journey, and well, right here, right now, so we're just west of Warburton Roadhouse, we've come across 80 rolled cars, damaged cars. The Great Central Road has taken its toll on, mainly on bends. I've got a photo of number 13. That was a fair way back, but we're up to 80. I spy with my little eye something beginning with D. D. What do you think it is, missus?
Desert.
Go on.
Dirt, dust or desert?
Yay! Your turn. So, missus, we're at the, what house you pronounce it? The Roadhouse. Chucky-Doodah. That's it, Chucky-Doodah. I think it's actually pronounced Chucky-Yilla. But Chucky-Doodah is close enough. And when you're in the Chucky-Yilla, you just come across gearboxes on the side of the road out of a small car. But this is the car dump, the car graveyard. And someone has actually kindly separated all the Fords out and put them together. So the Roadhouse is back that way. There's a windmill down there you can just see. And the car graveyard's here somewhere. So we show you all the Fords have been separated. Might have been a beast in its day, the old Holden Jackaroo. Not anymore. The beast. Oh, there's the cars all through here. Just having a quick look, I reckon we can get it going. Yeah. And there it is. The car graveyard. And apparently all the Fords have been separated out. Why, but that's just what's happened. So Subaru Outback. That's not a Ford. There you go, eh? So this is supposed to be the Ford graveyard. Someone's taken the time to separate them. That can't be. Must be someone sitting in that one over there. All the old Fords. That's not a Ford, what's that one? Oh, it might be Maverick, is it? Yeah, could be. Ford Maverick. The zoo. So in these rock formations there's animals that you can see at certain angles. Is this the elephant just here? Side on, back end, front end. Or is he looking at us? No. Or is this the elephant side on?
This is the elephant.
With his trunk hanging down.
Yeah. That's your elephant.
Elephant there. The trunk. Good afternoon from the Tjuta Roadhouse is how you pronounce it. Tjuta. So we're just heading down to some caves. We're about 2 hours east of Cosmo Newbury. So we're heading there tonight for a night stay. We've got a late start. It's now 10 to 1 Western Australian time. So it's no good morning, missus. It's afternoon.
Jeez.
And we just got a few dingoes. We went to the car dump. We've been to the zoo, and now we're off to some caves this morning to have a look around. So, and Alan and Ali are very hospitable and friendly hosts as well. They run the Roadhouse here, so just bought a bit of tucker off them. And yeah, they come and do this sort of stuff really for about 12 to 18 months, and then they move on. So yeah, but great people to have a chat to, and they've got a lot of local knowledge. So right, we'll show you these caves. What are they called? The
caves.
The cave. They're called the caves. So that's where we're going. So they've been dug out, don't it? The caves. Oh, right. This is going to test out the knees in the back. Yeah. Ooh, watch your head. Be a good little spot for a shelter. Oh, some paintings too. Look at that. Not sure what they are, but obviously been painted it. Oh, big nest. Big hornet's nest. Oh. There you go. Now look out here too. Great view, yeah. So this was erected in 1991, this cross by Christian Aboriginals from the local area. And looks like every passers-by since has put a rock there.
The Herman Ranges.
Herman Ranges, yeah. So this morning, we've woken up at Giles Breakaway Free Camp and it's raining. We're about half an hour east of Laverton. We left Tjuta Roadhouse last night, yesterday, and got here yesterday afternoon. After a lot of dirt, so we just got off the dirt after the rain started. It's been raining since about 6. So yeah, rain in this country, that's well received. Nice view over there too in the background. We're right on a ridge. Oh, chuff, we've realised it's Saturday and the supermarket closes at 1 o'clock in Laverton. But we're at Giles Breakaway, and I don't know how often you'd see it like this, but I'm just going to show you the view quickly.
Because we're going to miss the supermarket.
Oh yes, it will be quickly then. Got to be very quick because supermarket's about to close and we're out of food. But this is what Giles Breakaway looks like on a wet day, and this is the view. Great campground, plenty of space, but it's just been raining all morning from about 6 o'clock. So I don't know how often you'd see it like this. Rain in the desert, it's a bit special. And it's 10 degrees too, you can tell by my shivering. Gone from 5 days of dirt and dust across the Great Central Road to this, just as we're coming into Laverton. How good's this country going to look in a couple of weeks' time?